So in a wildly unexpected fashion, the leaks came out anyway this week. We were supposed to be on a break, even Miyamura said it, but no, the leaks came out anyway. So let's talk about what happened, because it was a crazy chapter. As usual, you guys know I can't show the images for copyright purposes, but I'm going to tell you everything that happened in great detail so you can imagine everything that's going on, and go check out Miyamura's Twitter if you want to see the images. So the chapter starts off with Sukuna assessing Higuruma and knowing that it's more than just his curse technique that's impressive, it's how he utilizes it and how he utilizes his cursed energy. Sukuna then acknowledges Higuruma and says, "You are Higuruma Hiromi, correct?" Immediately after this, Yuji is seen catching up to both Higuruma and Sukuna, but Sukuna demolishes the entire building that they're in. Yuji tries to punch Sukuna, but Sukuna easily catches him and then point blank shoots off a net-like dismantle right at Yuji's ribs. Surprisingly, this did a lot of damage because a lot of us were thinking that Yuji was going to be slightly immune to his abilities because he was steeped in Sukuna's cursed energy, so we thought maybe Dismantle and Cleave wouldn't do as much damage, but no, it went clean through Yuji. Sukuna then scolds Yuji one more time and says, "When will you ever learn? You are truly boring. You are not interesting." Then Higuruma picks the Executioner's sword back up and tries to attack Sukuna, but Sukuna is effortlessly dodging these. Sukuna dodges more, but then chants a powerful dismantle that then takes Higuruma's arm off as well. He then tells Higuruma that he needs to use reverse curse technique to heal his body as he cuts him up even further and says, "If you don't do it, I'll go for your neck next." But then out of nowhere, a piercing blood goes for Sukuna and he casually blocks it. Now Miyamura states that this was from Choso, but the manga panels didn't really show Choso, so maybe it could come from somebody else. I'm going to go with what Miyamura said though. And in the instant that he was distracted, Higuruma somehow actually learns reverse curse technique, heals his arm, picks up the Executioner's sword, and successfully stabs through Sukuna's hand. However, just like I predicted on stream, it unfortunately doesn't go in the way that we want. It turns out that Sukuna already cut off his own hand in order to prevent the Executioner's effect to take place. I know some people aren't going to be happy with that one, but really think about like Demon Slayer. When Tanjiro was up against his really first strong demon, the guy with the strings, when his head was about to be decapitated, he cut off his own head instead. And so it's kind of the same nature. After this, Sukuna then grabs Higuruma with the rest of his arms and tells him, "You're okay at best." We then see Higuruma wince in pain as a ton of dismantles are just sent through his entire body and face as well. But while Higuruma's going down, he actually throws the Executioner's sword towards Yuji, who we see has just appeared behind Sukuna. Yuji then watches as Higuruma falls, but he also remembers Nanami's last words, saying, "I'll leave the rest to you," as he catches the Executioner's sword. Grabbing hold of the Executioner's sword, Yuji then turns around and goes to try and stab Sukuna in the back while thinking in his head, "I am a Jujutsu sorcerer." The editor's comment then says the curse entrusted to him is now in Yuji's hand. Now, I did say it seems like he stabbed Sukuna because Miyamura says that he did. However, I'm honestly not quite sure. I personally thought this was a fire chapter, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.